ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Dustin May. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Now at the plate, Nolan Shanuel. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Comes up empty.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it. Now, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Slapped foul. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Japan. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Ohtani gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
So that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Mookie Betts stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Turns and fires to Betts. That's towards center. Lugo pulls it down. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Moncada right there to make the grab. Back here in L.A., new inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
That one ripped. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Just missed. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him. Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the ball.
Betts flashes the leather on the run and catch. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well pulls it down to third, and that ends. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 2nd, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field. Soler makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. Max Muncy at the dish. Towards first, Shanuel. And he handles it himself for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Center field. Lugo makes the grab, and that is that. On to the third inning, and now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Big Red picks up the K.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Tim Anderson, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Top of the third, no score. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
So the lineup flips over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. On to first. May gets him quickly. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the third. And here is Michael Conforto. Kochanowicz back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Moncada makes the play, and there's 1 down. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 1 so far. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Betts. Fly to center his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Popped up. Neto drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Back for more of the Freeway Series. And here is Nolan Schanuel, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And that is out of play. Schanuel gets his lead at first with nobody out. Now 1 out to right. And it's caught for the out. Now here is Taylor Ward. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Popped up. Freeman calls it in, 2 away. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Soler, in his 10th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. The throw is late, and they don't get the out. First and second, 2 outs. Ohapi getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Just misses. And that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Got him looking. Bottom of the 4th. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's just trying to stay with the plan.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a man on base to start the inning. The batter now will be Will Smith. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Here comes Freddie around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Max Muncy. He'll do it himself. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy.
Fly ball down the line. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead. The batter will be Michael Conforto. He popped out his first time. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd. Back for more of the Freeway Series. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the designated hitter for the Angels, Luis Rengifo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Outman snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Now batting.
There's Tim Anderson now.
Tim Anderson.
Flips the corner. It's 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. First pitch swinging.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Hesung Kim digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Down low, it kicks away. Outman up to third on the wild pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Look out, way inside. Safe at the plate, and the misplay cost them a run. And they're up by 3.
Runner's got to be happy to be crossing the dish right there. Easy decision to head home when you see the ball get that far away from the catcher.
And they get Ohtani for the out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Betts gets out of the way. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. This to center field. Lugo on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And that back for more of the Freeway Series. At the plate, Zach Neto.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swings and misses, and that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Moncada in the box again, takes the strike.
0-1's the count.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. It appears Dave Roberts is. Alex Vesia gets the ball now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Late on that fastball.
2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Excellent. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Soriano.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Foul ball. That misses the zone.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The 2-2. Popped in the air. Left field. One away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. Lugo holds it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His 4th home run of the season. It's 4-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soler gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. That funky Muncy with the homer. Back here in L.A. And now the catcher comes up to him. Logan O'Hoppe. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's going to be Luis Rengifo. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Conforto makes the catch. And there's 2 down. The man they call TA7, Tim Anderson, into the box. That's in there. And it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to short, and that squirts through. And now first and second with 2 outs. Zach Neto, the next to hit, in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that just misses. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. Starting. And we're back, bottom of the 7th. And now it's going to be Michael Conforto. Soriano back to work. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Soriano, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slurve, a 4-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nabs it, 1 down. And now the center fielder, James Outman, 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Laser could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double and his 2nd hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. 1 out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag. That's one. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Applies the tag, and they get two. Ready to begin the eighth. Now here is Nolan Shanuel. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Outman sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Here is Yoan Moncada. Fouled off left side. The Dodgers leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 8th. Into the outfield, base hit. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Smith under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He makes the grab, and that is that.
Pitching for the Angels.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Connor Brogdon. He's been so good against lefties. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Could be extra bases. So a man aboard, and now it's Mookie Betts. Bunted back towards the mound. Off balance throw in time. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And first offering is fouled off.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And that one fouled off. Ohtani on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Shohei to the plate and scores. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-0. And now it's Max Muncy. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw into third. In there safely. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes it. Last chance. Coming up here for the Angels.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
On the ground right side, and that's just
Tanner
foul.
Scott.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes As a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now Matthew Lugo. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That to right. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Here's Tim Anderson on the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the